Hey, card number ones. So this week I did something a little bit different and I had the cards flipped upright for you to look at. More importantly, your subconscious to kind of look at through your eyeballs. And I really wanted you not to think about which card you wanted, but more importantly, which card kind of spoke to you. And your subconscious would have, for whatever reason, would be attracted to the card that was meant for you for this coming week. And this is kind of how tarot actually really works, is it just cuts through all of your thinking mind and goes straight to your subconscious mind to dig up whatever it is you need to sort of reveal for this coming week. And your card this week was the Moon, which I love this card. The Moon. So it's funny that your subconscious picked this card because the Moon is that's what it is. This is a card all about your subconscious mind. So if you read my blog post this week, Conscious Parenting, it's all about your subconscious mind and how powerful it is. Kind of scary actually, because a huge portion of your brain is dedicated to this area. And actually, a lot of decisions you make in your life are driven by subconscious decision making. Kind of scary because we aren't even aware of why we decide the things we do, but something in there is steering us, which is why it's important to work with your subconscious and get it kind of on board, working for you instead of working you. So the Moon coming up for you this coming week means that you are having a lot of, or you will be having a lot of stirrings, subconscious stirrings, meaning a lot of anxiety, a lot of hidden fears, blocking beliefs are going to come up this coming week. And that's what this sort of crayfish is coming out of the water, the dogs, all represents those kind of nagging fears and doubts that have you just can't figure logically, why am I afraid to do this? You know, why am I afraid to go to this convention and speak in front of people? Like, why? I've done it before, but why am I, afraid to do this? I'm not good enough. Nobody knows. Why am I afraid to launch my website? Nobody's going to listen to me. I don't know what I'm doing. This kind of stuff is coming up. Or, I don't want to go over and talk to that person, even though I think they're attractive. What if they think I'm an idiot? This is all this kind of churning. Even more important than that, too, although that is important, is that the Moon card also represents your shadow self. So, if you're familiar with Carl Jung, his work on the shadow. So we all have a light side and a shadow side. And many of us do not want to admit we have a shadow side. We don't want to admit to those negative aspects of ourselves, even though everybody has them. Everybody. The more we ignore that side of ourselves, try and pretend like it doesn't exist, the more dysfunctional it gets and the more it starts expressing in really ugly ways. So this is just reminding you to embrace your shadow self, really just hold space for it, acknowledge that it's there, just even publicly admitting, yeah, okay, I'm a clutterbug or whatever it is. And this is a way to gently just remind that you have this intuitive self, because the Moon also is intuitive, that you might be projecting this shadow stuff onto the situation or the person or what's happening right now in your life, because the Moon doesn't shine its own light, right? It is, the sun is projected onto the Moon, which then reflects on everything in its environment. So this is kind of like when you have some crap going on in here that you haven't dealt with. You are then projecting that crap through this lens, through a filter, onto whatever you're seeing. You're not actually seeing what's really happening in present day because it's filtered through all this crap. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this week, just being really aware of it. A big key this week is going to be your dream world. So any dreams that you have, go to bed at night and go, I would love to get some clarity on this situation in my life, my relationship, my job, whatever it is, and just kind of ask your subconscious to help you have a dream about it. And then when you wake up, write it down. Write it down, whatever it is, whatever you can remember, even if it's in the middle of the night. This is key because the Moon is also about the dream world, your psychic ability. I know this was a long one, but I really feel like it was important for you this week. So I hope you liked it. I would love for you to share in the comments below why you feel like you chose this card. It doesn't matter what is. Oh, I like the dogs. I like the Moon. I like the mountains in the background. Whatever reason, I'd love to hear comments below to sort of hear how you made that decision. And also, did you like this free reading Friday, this kind of format? Next week, I'm going back to the old way, but once in a while, I might pop in and do this type if you guys like it, because, I'm here to serve. Happy to be here and do whatever you guys want to do. So have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next week.